Long before he became a literary legend, Mark Twain was an ambitious young man with a flair for words and a taste for trouble. In the 1860s, while working as a journalist in the town of Virginia City, Twain found himself at the center of a scandal entirely of his own making. One fateful evening, Twain, thoroughly intoxicated and in the mood to stir the pot, sat down at his desk and began writing an article for his newspaper. Fueled by alcohol and misplaced confidence, he accused several prominent citizens of embezzling funds meant for charity. He even accused a rival newspaper of hoarding charitable donations. These were bold claims, serious ones, and entirely baseless. He likely thought the article would never make it to print, but by accident or oversight it was published. The fallout was immediate. Fury erupted across the city. The men he had named were enraged. The rival newspaper's editor, James Laird, was especially incensed and publicly called Twain a liar and a fraud. In that era, when reputations were often defended with pistols rather than words, Twain believed there was only one way to salvage his honor. He challenged Laird to a duel. Laird accepted. This was no joke. Duels at the time were deadly serious affairs. Twain, who wasn't exactly a skilled marksman, realized he had made a huge mistake. Hours before the duel, he confided in a friend about his poor shooting skills. His friend, thinking quickly, decided to give Twain a crash course in firearms. To impress upon him the seriousness of the task, the friend took a shot at a bird perched nearby and cleanly decapitated it with a single bullet. Moments later, James Laird arrived at the dueling ground. Upon seeing the lifeless bird, he asked who had fired the shot. Without missing a beat, Twain's quick-witted friend claimed Twain had done it himself, and that he could make such precise shots regularly. Laird, suddenly reconsidering the risk of dueling a crack shot, had a change of heart. He approached Twain, proposed calling off the duel, and the two agreed to bury the hatchet peacefully. Though Twain had narrowly escaped with his life, the scandal had left a sour taste. Not long after, he left Virginia City behind and moved to San Francisco. There, he began focusing on longer-form writing, novels, essays, satire, and the rest is literary history. From the adventures of Tom Sawyer to Huckleberry Finn, Twain would go on to become one of the most beloved authors in American literature. Ironically, it was a drunken article, a nearly fatal duel, and a dead bird that helped steer Mark Twain toward greatness.